Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan, day 32, and it's a wrap. U.S. versus Sean Combs is over, closed, and we just waiting until the jury deliberates and gives us a verdict. I'm not going to get long drawn out on it because there are content creators who are talking about it. I'm just going to show a couple of things, and then I'm out of here and I'm done with this. I'll be back for the verdict. Let's go. So the defense tried to make Diddy seem like a wholesome man who has a healthy, adventurous, bang bang life. You know what I'm saying? Right here it says his kids were there and 6 of the 7 because the 7th one is a baby. This is who he is. The man takes care of people. Jane came here and testified against him today. She's in a home that he's paying for. So they're trying to make him appear to be human. You know what I'm saying? Like what he's doing with Jane, Cassie, Mia, the escorts, the Astroglide, the cameras, the robes. It's just something that he's into, and he has these people who are into it also. They bring up Cassie. She was the first person to say this was DV. She made an Instagram post about it. Then she said something like, "Thank you for the love and support, but the DV is the issue." She could have said anything on her phone or tablet. So they're saying that basically Cassie was this woman who was in love with Diddy. She was insanely jealous and she just wanted to be with him. And she would occasionally talk to other men like Kid Cudi, and she would always come back to him. And they made that same argument about Capricorn Clark, about Gina, about Jane, and somebody else. And they threw Young Miami in it too. Then right here, they say that Cassie is smart and she won. Cassie got $30 million and Diddy is in jail, right? They keep him safe. Cassie has won 100-0. They tell you she's the victim. Whether you want to believe Cassie is the victim or not, I'm still going to stand 10 toes down that no one, and I mean no one, deserves that treatment that we witnessed. Now, had we not witnessed it, then some people could say, she's just saying this, then a third. But due to the fact you saw it, nobody deserved that. That's not RICO, but no one deserves that. You see what I'm talking about? This was a modern love story. You said that out loud for people to put it in writing. Agnophilia. No wonder Queen Sheba said, asked that he was drinking last night. Because that is certifiably insane. But anyway, they were saying it was a relationship based on love. Cassie said she was young and insanely jealous, right? Then they talked about Gina, who wouldn't come here, but she's out there. Then Kim is no longer with us. Mr. Combs said what he did for Cassie, it was the last straw, and Diddy made the adult choice to leave Cassie. Okay. And then he's saying that Cassie liked doing the things, okay? They said out of all of the texts, you won't find Cassie saying that she did not like the bang bang lifestyle. It was an 11-year relationship. The issues were jealousy and other women. But they match up when it comes to bang bang and swingers. So they just want you to look at it like this. Maybe he put his hands on every once in a while, but it was a modern love affair, right? She loved him. He loved her. She was young. He had money. And he introduced her to this lifestyle, and she went along with it because she loved him so much. So then when it came to Capricorn Clark, talked about how her parents had passed away. She met Diddy in the Bronx. He gave her a job. And then she wanted it to be platonic. And, you know, I had the biggest crush on you. I think we misused our dope chemistry. That's Capricorn to Diddy. Like I said, they're giving the example as the people coming to the court for long days. And he asks, have you been kidnapped? And then they say, no, at the time, Sean Combs is in Raising the Sun. He is running the vote situation. He could care less about this. Child, look, Diddy had to be stopped for a little while at least. When Diddy got ready to turn himself in, Diddy was filmed or photographed outside talking to people. And I'm guessing while he was outside talking to people, people were setting up for a hotel night. Because that's where they found all of his products, Astroglide, baby oil, pink stuff, all of that. He was going to have him one hurrah before he turned himself in. And when he made bail, he had planned to come back to this hotel and have another one. He had to be stopped. Then they asked the question about the car chase with Kid Cudi. Was there a car chase? Because then they said, the witness said there was no car chase. The judge is going to say you can disregard any witness because they said Cudi pulled up next to Diddy's Escalade. So that couldn't have been a car chase, right? If he pulled up next to the car. Then they talk about Jane, right? She was jealous. Up here up top, Agnifilio says, Jane says, I'm getting vulnerable with you in the hotel rooms. I don't want to see you with Young Miami on a bigger yacht than you are with me. He said, that's not trafficking. If you get deep into this deep self, this is not trafficking. It's people in love being real. So he told us how many times the word love has been used in this case. And it was all a big love story. And then right here, this was a big thing because this is what 50 Cent was talking about on one of his posts on Instagram. Agnifilio said, she said that she agreed to everything. Unfortunately, she agreed. That's it. We can do with it. The house, Jane had the worst lawyer in the world. Her low child support from the father, in my opinion, Mr. Combs did the right thing by paying. So, I don't know. But let's see what the AUSA has to say. So the prosecution is really going for Diddy putting hands on people, right? Talk about Cassie being stomped in the face in the London hotel. How they were giving things to Cassie, you know, to make her just kind of be out of her mind so she could perform these acts. Then right here, the AUSA is trying to show how the women didn't want to do this. Mia said no. Cassie said no. Jane said no before Anton. These women, and then they said, start whispering, had no reason to lie. The defense say it's for money, but Cassie already got paid. So they're still trying to show that this was just really wrong. Now, I don't know where the RICO is because they're not really talking about the kidnapping right now. They're really talking about DV, right? But like she said, did Cassie want UTIs? Like, who wants a UTI? Like, that's insane. And who wants to walk around in heels that are 25 feet tall? That is crazy. They talked about everything he did to her to keep her under his control. You know what I mean? At the Intercontinental Hotel, they said that she was intoxicated and that it was about a phone and he knew what he was doing and he kicked her. Like, I can't get that video out of my mind. I don't care what goes on. Like, Diddy was hella wrong for that. And then up top, the AUSA was like, the defense is like, Cassie won a prize, right? She won a prize. She got 30 million. Diddy's in jail. But what prize? Bang bang with a UTI? Getting urinated in her mouth? That's ridiculous. That is crazy. They had a trauma bond. They were trapped. The cost of trapping them was a drop in the bucket for Mr. Number One on the Forbes list. I love that. I love a good read. And I agree with that. But I don't know how this is going to turn out. And at the end, the AUSA is like, he did not think that these women were going to talk, right? And that Kid Cudi and Dino Nash and other men would back them up. The defendant is not a god. He stands equal before the law. Find him guilty. Judge says, jurors, you may leave until Monday. So it has been adjourned. I don't know how this is going to go. So we'll see what happens Monday. I'm done with this until the verdict comes out. It's your girl, Millie Chun. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.